Oh, today might be the day if I get to meet the archon. Because we're moving on to Act 2. I'm not going to show how many acts there are. There might be more than 3. Good to know. When the game freezes, I can't even speak. So, yeah. I have a few things to take care of first. I think Storm Terror should be available. Get some wolf hooks, possibly dandelion seeds, and visit the person that sells stuff. Oh, as I say, I might have to put music on. Oh no, I can't actually okay, I can back into the game. Okay. For some reason for me, it had one less progress than it did on the stream. Okay. So close. Come on. Yes. Right, with that over, we can get on with stuff. Recipe rewards. Really? Okay, we have a new pizza. And some other things. Fair enough. And then there's data rewards. Oh, I do need more of these to be fair. Right, where is... Oh, daily quest. Oh, right, it's also that camera event, which I'm probably going to ignore. And... wait. Oh, I don't remember at this point. So we have... something over here. I'm not quite sure what that is yet, but we'll go find out. Should be able to do the Strong Terror fight again. I really don't need to do it, to be fair. Because I have plenty of answers to add the books. Then... guess it won't hurt in the long run. I was planning to maybe do some domains this week, but we'll see how far we get with the Archon. Wait. Yes, the Archon quest. Probably should show what this is. Wait for this to load. 2 of 4. Cool. I mean, I probably should do that. I don't... Yeah, there's probably something to do there. It gives you primo gems and everything, but I don't know. What's this one then? This is part 2. Camera thing. And there's this thing. Okay. And how long does this last? 29 days. I think they're putting a lot for just that amount of time. It seems like a lot. Although, like the last event, there was still quite a lot there as well. But they're a bit heavy for how long they last. Who has a daily quest down here? Oh, it's one of the... No, you're not a guard. What are you? Oh, you're a sailor. Look for signs. Oh, it's one of these quests. Don't remember if he was there last time though. And it has been a while since I've actually done this quest. Actually, before I forget, we need to take a visit to the teapot. Because I need to sort out the crops. I'm sure you have stuff for me, don't you?
Maybe.
Create furnishings. Oh. Converting. Odd things to convert, but sure. Home Depot. Furnishings. You really need to add a search function to this, I swear. Yep, there's more stuff.
If you ever...
Actually, let's not speak to Bennett. He's probably just back to his usual being happy, not having to deal with whatever he has to deal with, because it's nonsense. Plant down more of these. I think, are these the one... Hold on. Local speciality and Mondstadt. I think this is the one I'm thinking of, so glaze lilies. Can I plant them? Yes, it looks like I can. And in here, I'm just going to plant these because I don't need lotus heads. I think they're unused for cooking, which I don't really do much of. At least at the moment. I still would love to know if there's actually like a proper way to leave that place other than just doing this. Maybe you just have to wait for someone to come by and rub the teapot. Dead leaves. Just yeah. They didn't stay long at all, did they? That couldn't have been me that did that at all. I ended up ruining someone's life by doing this, but oh well. Granny has a lot of customers. I'm just hoping I don't come across any more chests. I've seen enough to warrant some level of incompetence from myself. Yep. And that was a sentence. Even Paimon knows that dead leaves and love have nothing in common. On the contrary, they are intimately related. I may look at these dead leaves and dismiss them for further than lost, but I see potential, balanced potential. All it takes is one tiny spark to turn them into a roaring fire, the slightest gust of wind that can make them... Okay. I've ruined it. Okay, yeah, that's enough of that. I got to ruin one of them and I'm happy enough with that. Time to go ruin someone else's day. May as well deal with this problem nearby. Oh, I just managed to get a better reputation in bloody Inazuma to get the Electroloculus Finder. Oh, that seems painful to do that.
I'll keep this close.
I'll have another look today after doing the daily quests and claiming the rewards and all that. Where is this? Oh, it's down there. Hold on a minute, I swear it was down this way. Oh, it's a balloon as well. Wait, do we have another rank ascension quest already? Yes, we do. What XP do I got on there? Okay, I don't have that much, so we'll leave it a bit. Probably till 120, I want to say. But then again, may change. That's not good. Actually, what if I just do this? Go right here.
Cool it.
Oh, it just stops it dead in its tracks so it hits it, okay. Cool, that's out the way. What's in here? I don't want to read the notice. Oh no. Right, where's the last two then? We have one up on the mountains, another down here in the ruins. Why are you just walking into a wall? I was literally a monolith here. Of course there is.
Let's dance.
That sort of works.
Oh, so sorry. Disappear!
Why are you so high up?
I'll protect us. Hi, huh.
Time for retribution!
He hasn't noticed yet. Give him a few free hits.
Let's dance.
He still doesn't care. I don't think now he cares. Nope. Nope, still doesn't care. I'll never understand how he chills. On top of a... Why you... What? Why?
Don't get frostbite! With the wind! Cool it!
I'll protect us.
Dodge this!
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward. Ad Astra.
So that should be all that sorted. Did the tea part. Think. Go back to Monster. Storm Terror's lair. Get that out of the way with. Hmm. have to wonder what the difference is. I'm guessing it's just what you end up getting in the end. So, or at least the chances of what you get being better for the better stuff. Yeah, that's close enough to how it works, probably. You just don't get shown how much a chance is to get different things. Okay, he's gonna show up. First knockdown. Just climb. Very awkward to climb dragon. Let's put a ladder on it. Big final one? There we go. Now, okay, leave. Time to go quickly collect a few things. Basically remember this in my head now. I said I remember this. Yeah, I don't remember where this one is supposed to be. Never mind, I definitely do. Pretty sure I won't need to do this anytime soon after this. Because, actually, let me check. Is Razor ATS? Okay, yeah, I don't need to do this anytime soon after this at all. And it started to rain. Okay. I don't remember where this person. I think they're here. Yep, got it right first try this time. So, we need to buy some of these. Ooh. Almost have 60. I would say that would be enough, but I don't think it will because Barbara's only level 60 at the moment. Yeah, so I'd need about another 16 at least, just to get to level 80. Okay, well, what next? We've got the iron field, we need to go get some dandelion seed things.
Blade.
Come on.
This kid doesn't mind me doing that. Ah. Can I... No. Nope. Oh, that sucks. Who do I unlock here then? Oh, I'll unlock yours.
Wind blade.
And that is, I think, all of them, unless there's one over here still. Or maybe? No. Okay. Actually, how many is that at that point then? Where's Jean? 55. But again, I still need a lot more. Okay, I think that would be all the farming for today. That needs to be done, so we can go all the way to the list and... Oh yeah, we're going to the festival, aren't we? I think this would be a faster route. However, before we go there, I am to grab a drink. So, I'll be back in a minute. Or... Yeah, just say a minute. We'll see achievements first, though. Lithic Guide. Guide 60C in the way to, destination. Okay. I'm back in a second. Right. Now I've got a packet of biscuits as well, which I definitely haven't stolen from someone. What do I have to steal over here? Sword. Okay, I'm sorry. If someone just came up to a sword and just like literally yoinked 2 weapons and some resources, I'm sure they wouldn't be that happy. Like, I count flowers as fair game, as long as they're not being sold. Wait, oh, it's this way. We'll just pause music now, so I can enjoy this area a bit more.
There she is! Dunyarzad, we're back!
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Well, of course we came back.
Indeed. The festival's tomorrow. We've been preparing for so long that I can't help but feel a little nervous.
There's no need to be nervous. Paimon's sure that Lesser Lord Kusanali will feel everyone's gratitude.
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone who comes to the festival will also have a good time. Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to Port Ormos? Discover anything over there?
I actually just realised something. So I have no idea where the Danger Archon's notice is. Because if the original one died, whatever happened to it, I wonder. But I doubt it's been passed on. With how the Fatui and their shady dealings go.
Of course we went. A lot of things happened there.
Unfortunately, we didn't find any new information on the Lesser Lord Kusanali. Instead, we were only left with more questions. Well, that's definitely true.
I see. Sounds like you two had another exciting adventure.
Yeah, surprisingly.
If there is another chance, I would love to join.
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both be in for a lifetime of trouble.
Dia! You were eavesdropping!
It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is part of the job.
It's
Right,
alright,
she has really
Dia.
good hearing.
I merely said I would like to go. I know better than to think my body
Either that
could
or we're
handle
just yelling.
it. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you. So Dia, please take some time to relax. I'll be fine.
Even when you put it that way, it still doesn't feel right.
Don't worry, my guardian knight.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and many no-good scumbags are gonna try to take advantage of that.
Oh, you two must be exhausted from your long journey back to the city. My apologies for not realizing this sooner. I've already prepared a room for you to rest. Please follow me.
Whoa, you're so thoughtful. Paimon's so ready.
This is something I don't understand still. Did we get that teapot as part of a main quest or a side quest? Because I assume it's a side quest at this point because like, no one mentions it. If it was part of the main quest, then she'll be like, okay, we don't actually need somewhere to stay. I mean, it's like nice of them and all, but like, save your money.
Here we are. It's also fairly close to where I've been staying.
It looks really nice.
Not at all. Just tell me more about your adventures when you next get the chance.
That's Paimon's
Which one?
specialty. Paimon can tell you stories next time.
Plans for
Oh, if
tomorrow.
you don't mind, how about we all walk around together tomorrow?
Yeah, sure.
All of my friends will be working the festival, and Dia's still insisting on her covert protection.
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival if Dia's constantly hovering over you, right?
Easier to get information with your help, I suppose, so she has quite a bit of status on her.
Then let's meet at the nearby bazaar first thing tomorrow morning. Have a great night.
It's a deal. Good night, Dunyarzad.
I may be too excited to fall asleep tonight. See you tomorrow.
Paimon's starting to really look forward to the Sub-Zero festival too. Will there be lots of yummy food? Oh, no. Thinking about food is just gonna keep Paimon up all night.
Really?
The earlier we sleep, the better. Let's go inside, traveler.
That is like that's like an issue level obsession with food.
Did we oversleep?
Wait, I didn't have the Paimon alarm.
We should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Actually, does Paimon sleep floating? This is a question I need answered. Just like a helium balloon.
Traveler, Paimon, I've been waiting for you two.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. We must have overslept a little bit.
Not at all. I arrived early. Today is finally here. I must cherish every moment as if it were gold.
You've worked so hard for this day. You gotta enjoy it to the fullest.
You know it. It's just that, as expected, I had some trouble falling asleep last night. I'm hoping my body won't be too much of an issue today. Well, shall
It's
we?
still odd that she hasn't really
Let's start
said
with the
what's
stalls
actually
over
wrong with
there.
her, although it does seem similar to Kale.
Many vendors came out
Oh,
of the
we're locked
blue
to
to
walking
support the
nearby there,
event,
okay.
and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way.
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
Oh, you could tell straight away. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kind of fruit? It's all vegetarian stuff. Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed. So, what's the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's another Sub-Zero's festival tradition. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods. Generally speaking, the most common selections were foods like Rukushifa mushrooms, lunar lotuses, Sumera roses, sunsetias, kapulatas, hara fruits, and zaytun peaches.
So, the Sub-Zero festival is a vegetarian holiday?
You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy the spread. We just use the 7 foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Yeah, also
But if that's
matches
the case, if Sumero
7
uses
different Archons,
vegetarian
you know.
food to represent the Dendro Archon, then wouldn't the Pyro Archon's festival be full of food like roasted fowl, juicy meatballs,
Pyro Archon has a festival?
grilled steak? Oh, Traveler, we have to go to Natlon as soon as possible!
I hope your wish comes true one day, Paimon.
Thanks! Alright, how about we also check out some of these other stalls?
Dear customers, would you like to try your hand at
Let's open
alchemical
it out. There's literally
divination?
no one around here
What's
walking past.
alchemical divination? Those two things sound like they'd be fun to try together.
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is said to be a mysterious craft invented by none other than Lesser Lord Kusanali herself.
So, how does it work?
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll use them to perform a random transmutation.
Sure sounds random. So random that it will probably fail.
That is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, your one and only diviner here will interpret the remnants.
What?
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced back to fate. You could say this is a pearl of old wisdom.
To earn
Why
money?
does everything sound so much more credible when Dunyarzad says it? Are you guys working together?
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young lady sure knows her stuff. So, how about it? Want to give it a try?
Sure. Oh, I actually had to select things. Okay. Let's use some crystal and Simiru Rose, why not?
Okay, one moment. It's the moon.
Paimon wants to take a look too! Is it? It looks more like a pie that Paimon bit into.
What?
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
Looking at the cheat
Is he
sheet?
really looking it up in a book?
Oh, I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
Yeah, it sounds about right
Illusions
for us.
lies? That sounds rather ominous.
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
He's not even trying to hide his book anymore.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to you to forge your own ending. Oh, thank you so much. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall.
They say the Sub-Zerus festival was very lively a long, long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor
Going to
all
the
along the way.
blacksmith?
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
Oh, I guess
wish you
these
could
two.
have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilu's Dance of Sub-Zerus will be just as impressive.
Wonder what he's selling. But it's sweets.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda candies.
Yup.
It's a weird guy with a weird hat.
That's one way of putting it.
Hey, it's Dunyarzad! Wow!
Miss Dunyarzad, the children love you even more than the Yalda candies. In the few short days it took to prepare for the Sub-Zerus festival, the children have all grown very fond of you.
The Hallowed Knight of Flowers. It's an honor that you know my name.
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, I commend you on your contributions to the glorious Sub-Zerus festival. All right, little soldiers. Take your Yalda candies and don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed!
Yes, Knight Ferris! Just what is going on here?
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is another Sub-Zerus festival icon, and one immensely popular with children. In the past, the actor portraying Ferris would also sit on a flower carriage.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories today.
As are we to you, Vihar.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want
Okay.
some Yalda candies? They're a festival staple, and I happen to have some
No, I
boxes
think
ready
Paimon will
here.
inhale them.
Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
Whichever one. Don't these boxes all look the same?
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia,
Ooh, those all sound pretty good.
and there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Huh? What's up with those two flavors?
Oni Kabuto is a little spicier than Lizard Tail.
Dunyarzad, you tried them before? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants the Sunsetia flavor. It's
Don't blame me
alright.
if it's wrong.
Paimon believes in you.
I don't.
also believe in your intuition.
Oh no.
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Let's say, go with number 3. Let me give it a little thought. Wait, what? 2? Okay. I want to go with the one in the middle, at the top. Before? Yes, I want number 4.
Excellent work. That is indeed
I don't know if that was
Sunsetia.
actually right or just it
Paimon
happened.
you survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right.
Attention! Here's your Sunsetia flavored candy.
Thanks a lot, Knight of Candies.
It's Night of Flowers, not Night of Candies.
Paimon really wilted the carriageless Knight of Flowers.
They all basically sound the same. We got our candy, so let's keep going.
Oh, actually, I just remembered that I left something behind. Since you're here, can you come with me to get it?
Okay.
Dunyarzad, you probably forgot because you're so excited about the Sub-Zero's festival.
How embarrassing.
Got our daily check-in reward. And 20 premiums from the special one. Yeah, I wonder how much she could have forgotten though. Hope it doesn't end in a confrontation.
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early riser?
I know, right?
Oh.
Hey, wait a minute. Boss, isn't that her?
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck.
I wouldn't
She's
suggest
walking right
that
into our
for multiple
clutches.
reasons.
Those Eremites don't look like they're up to any good.
Who are you? I don't believe the Homayanis hired you.
That's right. We haven't received any of their mora, but I wonder how much the Homayanis would shell out to get you back.
They're a gang of kidnappers!
Yeah,
Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad!
we'll be fine.
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
Yeah, they
Dia!
really did make a mistake with that
Dia
one.
the Flame Mane! No wonder we mercs haven't heard anything about you for so long. You sold your unruly mane to the highest bidder.
Don't speak so disrespectfully. My family started working with her as gratitude for her past kindness to us.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One punch and those rabid dogs will expose themselves for what they really are.
Aren't your claws all dull by now? Don't get too cocky!
What is wrong with these people? They really don't... Wait,
Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to a safe location.
No, we're gonna stay and help. There's too many of them.
true.
You're right.
I'm sure she's
Fine.
wait,
Please be
very
careful,
capable of
Dia.
handing out.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job. Look out for yourself. After I've wiped the floor with them, I'll go find you all.
Okay. Wait, there's a time limit? Hope she doesn't have her illness spike, because that would really suck. Really? Why did what I had to say come true?
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You look a little pale. Are you in shock?
I'm fine. My body always reacts like this whenever I exert myself too much.
You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia. After all, none of this would have happened if I hadn't insisted on coming out today.
Oh, she's fine, don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
There's a reason she got hired.
My lady, traveler, found ya.
Dia! You took care of them so fast!
Told
Any
ya.
more of them? Or rather, did anyone follow you?
Nope, just checked right
Dia,
this second.
Your arm.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to land a hit on me at all, but I'm still getting used to this new greatsword.
Please, let me take a closer look.
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as fragile as you think.
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the one you were using before?
About that. Well,
Sold it.
I sold it, because I was low on Mora. Stuff like this happens every now and then.
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of preparations?
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry. I'm not gonna lose my commission because I made my employer cry, am I?
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your commission, but selling your weapon without permission and getting hurt? I'll have to reevaluate your performance.
You're so unreasonable, my lady.
Thank you very much, Dia.
Don't be like that. I get embarrassed really easily.
Are you feeling unwell again, Dunyarzad?
My lady, your condition. Traveler, can you take her somewhere to rest? I'll look around the area to make sure we're safe from an ambush.
Sure.
Truly, I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone.
Yeah, she definitely isn't doing too well. Let's hope she doesn't miss out on the festivities.
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better. Just give me a few moments and I'll be good to go.
Okay.
I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar.
There we go, now we've got to find out.
Can't believe it's Elazar!
Oh, and that's what's on her hands.
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar. In that
Oh,
case,
right,
you
the
probably
scaly
know about
skin.
its severity.
I completely forgot about that, to be fair.
Sumeru's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure. The disease's progression can only be delayed through environmental therapy.
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad. I've always lived with Elazar and I came to terms with it a long time ago. Compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this, its effects on my life have been much more painful. I know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the best environment for me so that I can live for that much longer. However, I know I will one day succumb to this.
What? See, I don't know where to say if
Do
they're
you
gonna
know?
remedy this, because it's based
Before I
from...
ran away from home this time, the world
issue with
outside of my home
the
didn't even know that
tree.
I existed. Since I was a child, all I could do was sit on my bed and stare at everything outside of my window. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets.
Yeah, the family's way of dealing with this, I'm gonna say, ain't great. Because they're just keeping her trapped, you're not really letting her
I
live,
wanted to
aren't
meet
you?
other people, To me, there's nothing more beautiful than being able to meet and speak with others. Not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. The joy on everyone's faces here, and all the support I've received from friends like Dia. This way, when my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful. At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world, right?
No, well, I won't end just yet, so don't be saying that.
As long as you don't forget Paimon. Paimon also won't forget
Really?
about you. No, even if you forget Paimon, Paimon will still remember you.
Thank you two so much. I apologize for the depressing conversation. This is out of character for me. To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. If it weren't for her encouragement, I wouldn't have taken that first step.
Already so strong for never getting
Thanks.
up.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
Yep.
Oh, right. Isn't it almost time?
Huh? Almost time for
Is
what?
it?
Isn't the Dance of Sub-Zeros about to begin? It's the part
Wait,
of the
already?
festival that I've been looking forward to the most. Nilu will recreate that legendary scene with her most splendid dancing. And the Sub-Zeros festival will conclude amid everyone's applause and blessings. And with that, my wish will also...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go to the stage!
Yeah, we should still make it in time.
Good. You just don't have to miss out on it. Oh, that's a sudden change of time. Actually, okay, no, it wasn't. Sunset was already there, it just suddenly went dark, though. Okay. Let's go watch the festival.
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
Over there! Someone's yelling at Nilu!
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage. Why is he here in person?
But the Dance of Sub-Zeros is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zeros festival. If we can't perform it...
The Sub-Zeros Festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the Academia can host such an event. If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zeros festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak with them.
If it was the hand too much that should make it Holy Don't Go, they had the final say in all of this. So we could become an enemy of the Academia at
This
this
is a
point?
hard pill to swallow, but you're right. Things would only get worse.
Art, dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason? Our archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the goddess of flowers dedicated a dance to her.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore.
I mean, if that ogre had a heart attack, no one would
When we
really
return,
pay attention
have
to
the
it, right?
scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyargarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce it to the public later via the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zeros Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. You all saw that just now? The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. But how do we let everyone know? And what about the atmosphere on the stage? Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance. No. They just threatened to investigate the organizers. If we were caught...
Nilu, it's alright.
Where is Lesser
Don't worry
Lord?
about it.
But you've
sure
been
she'll
looking
be fine
forward to
with
the
it.
Dance of Sub-Zero so much.
It's just she's
And I know
somewhere.
how important this festival is to you.
I've not seen her once.
I don't want you to have any regrets.
It's okay. Seeing you care this much about my feelings is more than enough. It would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zero's festival at this point. I don't want to get everyone in trouble.
If you say so. But... you can sneak out for the next Sub-Zero's festival, right? We'll make sure the next one is a smashing success.
The next one.
And she's afraid she might not live to see it.
Okay, it's a promise. It will be a smashing success.
I can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
Anything else to be done?
It really is okay. There's nothing we can do about it. Still, I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Milu's dance.
The Sarah Festival was forced to come to an unfortunately abrupt end.
A lot happened today. It's a shame the festival ended the way it did. Nilu and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zero's festival a success, but Dunyarzad is running out of time.
Yeah, I'm sure she knows that very well.
Yeah.
What?
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable framework possible. The project is entered its most critical phase. Power has begun to flow from...
What is that about?
We're gonna be late! It's all because you wouldn't get out of bed! We should go meet Dunyarzad right away!
What's with the smoke? I guess that was the incense going out of control, but what was that weird... What on earth is the Academia doing? Whatever it is, it surely isn't a good thing.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry we're late.
Not at all. I arrived early.
Wait a second.
You seem kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls
Hold
over
on,
there.
even
Sure! Traveler? Why are you just standing there? Let's get
what is
going.
going on? Why is this happening?
Ooh, they're selling food over that way.
What did they
Let's go
do?
take a look.
Cannot currently adjust the time. Okay, I guess that makes sense because of the cutscene, but still. What have they done?
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
You are quite well informed, miss. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
They're all plants. Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed.
Wait, so is this how if you didn't get this Sunsettia the first time, you could get it this time?
Just now.
It's
Maybe?
one of the Sub-Zero's festival's traditions.
That doesn't make sense.
People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Something feels really familiar.
Remnants appear to
Parents'
be
pictures
in the
of-
form of the moon.
Oh, well, now skipping through it a bit more.
Really? Paimon thought it looked like some kind of food.
Hmm.
Then he goes
The
look in his
moon
book.
signifies.
This
It's
is really
escaping me for
weird.
now. Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
why not?
It means illusions and lies. But if you trust your intuition
Wait a
and overcome
second.
your fears, the sun will surely rise.
It's deja vu.
Understood. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall.
Oh no.
So, where to next?
How far are we going into this before they do something? I still find it. I don't understand why the traveler just looks at their companion if they're walking next to them. It's like, hello? Hello? It's a bit weird.
Things can't go on like this.
All right, soldiers. Now that you have your Yalda candies, don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed.
Yes, Knight Varys! What's going on? Is this a play?
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is another Sabzeruz festival icon and one immensely popular with children.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can meet the Knight of Flowers. Oh, do you want some Yalda candies? I happen to have some boxes readied here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
What's to pick? Don't these boxes all look the same?
It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia,
Ooh, how interesting.
and there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Ugh, why do those flavors even exist?
Why does that guard look half asleep?
Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants to eat the Sunsetia flavor.
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered.
Or
Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Ha! Paimon bet you had incredible
that's
luck,
now.
and Paimon
I
was
don't think that
right.
was luck. I don't know why, but I knew it must have been number 4.
How's that possible? It's obviously random.
What a strange
Maybe we
feeling.
didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
I'm sorry, Dunyarzad, but I need to leave for a moment.
Sure.
Huh? Where are you going? You're just gonna walk off like that?
Maybe just go see it with Paimon? Am I going to the tavern? My hair of all places.
A feeling of deja vu? Oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's when you feel like you've already experienced whatever is going on.
And we definitely have.
In that case, Paimon also felt something like that today. But that's just our brains playing tricks on us, isn't it?
I have a doubt
Why'd
about
you
that.
run here in such a hurry?
Well, want to do something I know I never would. I want to see if I can get rid of this deja vu.
So that's it! You're intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't and seeing if you still get that same feeling of deja vu.
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat? Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but I gotta say, you've got good taste. I'll give this order to the kitchen.
Coconut charcoal cake? Isn't it that burned thing that didn't look tasty at all? Oh, Paimon understands what you're trying to do now. You'd never normally order something like this. That thing? Are you really gonna eat it? Isn't this going a bit too far?
Okay then. There's more silent screaming.
How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful.
Actually tastes wait, what?
You mean?
Definitely eaten this before.
Impossible. We were just talking about how gross it looked. So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu?
Looks like I've tried this before.
Paimon also gets the impression that we've been here many times, even though we aren't regulars. How about we
It
go
has something
out
to do with
again
the earpiece,
and
or
try
the
something else?
terminal, whatever they call it. It's almost like they're trapping people in a time loop. Although that in itself wouldn't make sense. Because I don't see what the academia have to gain out of that.
Hey, Dunyarzad is sitting by herself on that bench over there.
So that previous event did happen without us there.
What a coincidence, Dunyarzad. We meet again. Why are you sitting here all by yourself?
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now, but thankfully Dia came to my rescue. I started to feel unwell after that, so I sat down here.
Kidnappers? Oh my goodness, are you hurt?
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched, but it isn't serious.
Whew, that's a big relief. But, Dunyarzad, you seem a little down today. It's the Sub-Zero's festival, and you've been looking
Are we
forward
gonna have
to
a
it
conversation
so
about the
much.
illness again?
Not at all. I've always been like this. Excessive physical exertion or strong emotions tend to aggravate my illness. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time will come to an end.
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
It really is fine. I don't mind.
Just experiencing a number of strange events. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Huh? Did something happen?
What's more about what didn't happen?
Have you ever felt deja vu? You know, like when you've already experienced something that's happening right now?
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling deja vu, I suppose I would already be used to it.
But not this stage,
Paimon
surely.
sees. Then, is it only the two of us?
It's almost time.
Huh? Time for what?
The festival. Which we're gonna run
Nayla's
into
dance
the
of Sub-Zeros
academia
is
there.
about to begin. Let's go.
I still don't understand this. Why? What on... The academia had done something causing time to repeat. It doesn't make sense. Well, here we are again.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will publicly announce it later through the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zero's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
It really does not sound like a lesser Lord Kusanagi.
Milu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
It's okay. There's nothing we can do about it.
But you've been really looking forward to this. I don't want you to have any regrets.
It truly is unfortunate, but I don't want to cause trouble for anyone. Didn't the Grand Sage say that he might investigate the organizers?
True, but... well, okay. I'll just have to try again next year.
The next festival. I probably won't be around by then.
However, what he said, that
What
wouldn't
did
be
you just
possible by then, would it? 'Cause he said
No, nothing.
the banned
I'll be
public
heading back to rest. Thank you for your help, everyone.
fencing, whatever it was.
I can't believe what those heartless geezers did!
For some reason I felt like this outcome was inevitable.
Did Dunyarzad already go back? We should also return and get some sleep.
No, that's not a good idea. Let's get more of that dream.
So, in the end, you still couldn't figure out what that deja vu feeling was all about? Maybe it really was because of exhaustion.
I hadn't thought about it, but my head does feel very heavy.
Same here. That's why Paimon stopped thinking about it halfway through the day. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Oh. That sounds like the Akasha terminal.
Observing a modest drop in the output of jnana energy, but values still remain within normal parameters.
This is
Continue
different.
to monitor the variances in the data and find the cause as soon as possible.
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much sleep? Anyway, we should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Wait, so we're tired? Something about energy, whatever that energy is. This must have something to do with the terminals, but I don't understand what. This would be the third loop. Definitely something very unsettling about it. Wait, is Dunyarzad even there? Okay, she is. I was gonna say for a moment there, I thought she was gone.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Not at all. I arrived early.
But she sounds tired.
Paimon thinks you sound kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls up there.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler?
What a strong sense of deja vu. We're doing this all again still. Here at the blacksmith.
To Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the Sub-Zero's festival. Oh, are you interested in Yalda candies? I have some boxes of candy here. Pick whichever one you want.
Not much of a choice. All these boxes look the same.
It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up
Lavender
to
melon,
luck of the
horror
draw.
fruit, sunsetia,
Flavors include
and
lavender melon,
capucho, and lizard tail.
sunsetia.
They all sound pretty tasty.
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Huh? What was that? Ew, juice. Paimon wants to eat the sunsetia flavor.
No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Oh. The only games gives you the illusion of choice. There's a perfect screenshot for it. Do you want to pick number 4? Or number 4? What about number 4? How about we pick number 4? There is also number 4, of course.
Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh, congratulations! Number 4 is indeed sunsetia.
Number 1 is lizard tail. Oh, so we've been through multiple loops to know which each of them are.
Wait. How did you know? Don't tell me that you already knew which flavors in each box.
What? He was right about all of them?
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those boxes this morning and they've been sealed ever since. You couldn't have known beforehand. My minding? X-ray vision? Or some kind of magic trick? This is way too freaky.
You don't say. Okay, hold on a minute. What? Who was... Wait, that was the Leslie... That was Leslie Cusinale. What is she? Also, Pyron's kind of about superpowers. I mean, I suppose it makes some sense, but how are visions and the ability to use elements not considered within that same category? Yeah, that was the Leslie Cusinale. I don't know what she's doing here, though. I'm guessing she's trying to help? Maybe? Or she knows what's going on at least. Follow the familiar figure. Wait, why is it familiar? Oh, there she is. Like Groundhog Day. Never seen the film though. House? A familiar figure, an overall sense of deja vu. What the? Why is this looking more and more like a horror game? Over there. Oh. This is becoming... Whoops. This is starting to become really, really creepy. Oh. What the? She was still with us just a moment ago though. It's all the outcomes of what that day could have been. Alert, question mark, question mark, question mark. Let's be alert. It's a divine one. Oh, use it together. When have what we done not been? When have we not done something sketchy? It was that day over and over again. I was gonna say 20 seems a bit low. I'm sorry. I think what Pamela should have said there is I, because I'm pretty sure the traveller noticed, even if they didn't confirm it. How much is a long time to you? Guess we can fix it. Use the blessing dendro. I'm guessing it's something to do with her illness. Since we left her, she's probably become worse. Or it's just the repetitiveness is sapping her energy.
As you can see, she is moving well. You probably sense it too. The Tunturnier is different from the first Tunturnier you met. That first Tunturnier god is in front of you right now. She doesn't have a lot of time left.
Give me a moment to fix the stream audio. Okay, that should hopefully have fixed it. Why do I break out this cycle?
Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida. Good, you passed the test.
What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait, please don't tell Paimon even you don't know.
Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called the samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside the one-day samsara.
We're stuck inside a one day. So these can be bigger.
As for the truth,
That's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your mind.
That's nice.
I don't know how you'd be after that. I can only give you surface level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness.
She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after each Sub-Zero's festival.
If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall.
I had to wonder if this is affecting her this badly. I wonder how it's affecting Cole, because she's got the same illness. And I'd assume the whole day repeating things repeats like everywhere, not just this specific place. So
You sure love to use weird analogies.
Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
let me collect my thoughts. Oh, this is a new minigame. When you enter a state of contemplation, you can choose any text entry to interpret it. The interpretation process involves the analysis of the text entry and may yield new entries. Once interpreted, you may submit the text as a conclusion. Some text entries can be associated with one another, and once interpreted, select Associate to choose the other text entry, then select Trigger Association. You can gain new text entries by performing accurate associations. If one of the text entries on the current page can be used as a conclusion, then select that entry before choosing Submit Conclusion. Samsara's Festival of Samsara. Grand Sage's speech. I want to look at the divination results first. Let's interpret that.
The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean?
So, I'm guessing that has to do with the deja vu thing.
What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger.
The Grand Sage's
The Grand
speech.
Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content."
Oh, maybe that was a
Did he mean
malicious
something more?
threat? Because he did forbid the event from progressing, but then he said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content. But that god, he really doesn't like her either. Do you have normal fatigue?
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on?
And then we had the festival.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara.
So that would be associated with deja vu, which is the time
That should
loop.
be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within one single day.
Can we interpret this again? No, because we can't link any more from the looks of it. So, do we submit the time loop, I guess?
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers in the past. A pity.
Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that made a lot of sense. It feels like time's just repeating itself.
Okay, that's...
A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a lot of information. Unfortunately, I can't give you any more hints.
Do we have to do that again then? Uh-oh.
Dunyarzad.
The Sub-Zero's festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find the truth before today's festival ends. current situation. To save Dunyarzad, we have to escape the samsara of the Sub-Zero's festival.
Well, there's ways to do more than that, though, don't we?
Hida rejected the idea of a time loop, so we must have missed something, right?
Well, it's not just the time loop, it's the
Paimon's
whole
memories say that we've
tiredness,
already done
mental
this many
fatigue.
times, but let's go talk to people
That guy's
again.
weird threat.
It's more productive than sitting here and scratching our heads. Why don't we start with those stall owners?
I mean, everything goes back to that weird threat and those weird 2 dreams that we had the thing of seeing with the energy related thing. The question is why? I guess he has discontent to the current replacement Archon, so that would explain the motive. But why? Okay, let's see what they have to say.
Hey there!
Hey, it's you guys again. Where's your cultured friend?
Hill.
She's feeling a little unwell.
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday.
You found anything strange?
What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling produce here today. I haven't felt anything strange.
To put it another way, if you really think about it, was yesterday truly yesterday? Did you actually come back from the forest yesterday?
What kind of
Sounds like a really weird
philosophical
philosophy thing.
nonsense is this? Are you two daydreaming? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream with.
Dreams.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming?
No one dreams in Sumeru.
True. It's so weird that people here don't dream. Why is that? Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time ago.
Maybe not, though.
Let's keep asking around.
And that would help to explain the mental fatigue. If you're constantly reliving a dream.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person?
Not sure if it's related to divination.
I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance yet.
You're really excited about this, huh? That's exactly why we came back. Help us better understand it.
Help you better understand it? Well, that isn't exactly what I excel at.
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into?
Oh, not just us.
Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam. What you just said, are you serious? Does that kind of thing actually happen in real life?
Paimon knew you weren't going to believe it.
If these people don't believe they dream, then they wouldn't actually know what a dream is after a certain point, surely.
Marvelous.
So they
Truly
find it hard
marvelous.
to distinguish, maybe.
I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination. The moon, illusions, and lies.
Moon.
It really felt like an omen.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on. Can you read any more into it?
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific
I
is
guess the
beyond
moon
the
has
reach
to
of mere mortals.
motivate the time
The
of
book
day.
only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune-telling is just fortune-telling. It's no good for practical problems. We haven't made any progress.
I'm not so sure about that, but...
Who else can we talk to?
Daya. True.
Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again?
Try talking to her. Let's try taking her to see the real Dunyarzad. Wait, what? Oh.
Yeah, if we tap into Dia's strong sense of responsibility as a mercenary, then she'll definitely take us seriously.
So wait, is the person we found responsible for making a fake
Time
one?
of day, Dia's probably just finished beating up those kidnappers. Let's go find her.
Here we go.
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous
A gang of kidnappers who just ambushed you.
Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad, I could have went all out. Anyway, can you do something for me?
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
People from Sumeru do not dream. Not gonna help us. A claymore might.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she was injured because she wasn't used
But
to
she
a
hasn't
new
told
weapon.
us that here. I'm gonna submit this.
Tell her, Traveler.
You're injured because you aren't using your current greatsword.
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my mouth. What's going on?
All right, so this is the situation.
Everything? That's gonna take a while.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
There's anything off about Dunyarzad?
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in anything and really gloomy.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh? At first?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
My lady, are you angry?
There's some evidence.
All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip. Miss Dunyarzad isn't completely safe here.
Yes, we're going back over to our little friend, who I can't remember the name of. I think this is so far one of the stranger things that has happened. Definitely has callbacks to being trapped in that mine.
Nahida, we brought a friend. Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you talking to?
Oh.
Huh?
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wait, what?
Wow, how perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment. What happened?
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself.
You begin discussing an issue with
So,
Daya.
you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zero's festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know.
Oh, there definitely is.
Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha!
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the gnosis of Sumeru's Archon.
If it were to lose power?
This Nahida you mentioned, what did she say?
She said, and Paimon quotes, "The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people."
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait.
What?
I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom?
Well,
how does that work?
There is a very non-lengthy, non-existent privacy agreement that you sign.
Enter new knowledge into the Akasha?
No. It's more like it takes whatever it wants, whatever they want to know.
That sounds about right. What do you think?
People from Sumeru do not dream.
People in Sumeru don't dream.
I think that's got anything to do with information on the Akasha.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. My mind feels exhausted.
And then there's the deja vu again.
Right now, see.
Wait, what if we exit? Do we? Okay, we can go over that again. I want to check the voice
grants
as well.
knowledge part. That's what people have always.
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh,
No.
yeah. That sounds about right. What do you think?
Sages don't enter new knowledge.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the people in Sumeru. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation.
I guess we submit this.
That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through.
Okay. Is that something to do about the dreaming?
That doesn't.
Okay. The mental fatigue then.
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now that I think about it, my head's been feeling unusually heavy. When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, "Knowledge always comes at a price." Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us?
How would it do
Who
that?
knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there? We don't know any specifics.
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just
Case
think
wants to know
about
where
it.
something's
If
hiding
you could
something.
combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain. This hive mind
What's
can
that?
make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain?
I love it. In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
No.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words, when this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole thing to the public.
Taking it off don't think would help.
How does everyone feel?
Also notice something else.
What is it?
At the end of every day, there's always a sound of a beep.
Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
The same sounding port, almost.
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway.
That one.
Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head.
Probably because you haven't actually taken it off.
Terminals.
Why is the screen getting darker?
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length.
I see.
There may be casualties.
But we cannot lose all of our progress.
But they're conducting an experiment on the entire population.
Paimon remembers everything! Good. You adapted quickly this time.
At the end of last night, you took them off, but you didn't take them off technically.
But we still heard that beep. Why is that?
Failed at severing our connections.
But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something
Because
to
we're
do with
basically in a dream
whatever's
state.
trapping us in this cycle. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom? It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are. If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never told us anything about yourself. I guess I'm the moon. The moon? Wasn't that the result of our divination?
Okay. I'm assuming she is the archon.
Anyway, knowing who I am
It's
won't
just-
help you get closer to the truth.
She's
So
in
you should
the
focus
same
on other
dream
things.
area trying to help us get
Don't
out
get
of it.
distracted and miss any clues. Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing up soon.
Nope.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Hold on, something's not right.
Dia?
What's wrong?
Wait, what?
Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get hurt this time.
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs.
Aren't you still getting used to your new sword?
How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell Miss Dunyarzad.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
I don't think she has. Quite.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so familiar. It's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, your body feels like it does?
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Traveler, what do you think?
Could it be that... No. I doubt it would be because of the terminals.
Paimon's feeling really hopeful.
Probably just could be... Maybe... You haven't broken free.
Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
Probably because we had a conversation with her about it. Because she's more conscious of it actually happening.
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but it's still dangerous here, so...
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more kidnappers around, right?
How did you know what I was gonna say? Can you read minds?
Not us.
Forget it. Go and do your thing.
Once we follow through the events again, see if anything's changed, which it hasn't.
Whew. It's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same. Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got injured every other time she fought the kidnappers.
Do we have to correct every part of the day?
Broken? Have we saved Dunyarzad?
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight.
Hey, what kind of an answer is that?
Vague.
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Okay, no more. Paimon's brain is already shut down.
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
That's an interesting analogy.
Hold on, what did you just say? Did Paimon hear you correctly?
Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that. Is that so strange?
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. You were sounding kind of smart just a minute ago.
We're going to get some rest.
Even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax. Let's go back to our room.
Yep, here we go again.
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, sacrifices are trivial.
I really want to murder this person.
We're still in the same day.
How they think that's acceptable, I do not know.
Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the Samsara? Why
Pushed
didn't
him.
you tell us?
Well, she can't.
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds.
Paimon thought the Duke did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all.
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast.
though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it?
Nahita's talking about confusing stuff again.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation?
Well, the timing is definitely incorrect.
Why are you scrapping your previous theory?
Fighting skills have been improving, the illness has gotten worse.
Oh yeah, you're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical conditions should also reset.
So, what's your new hypothesis?
So, the divination results doesn't really mean much to us. The bodily memories
Mercenaries rely
part of it. The Akasha
beep is a
sound.
prompt tone for Akasha operations.
The information on
Okay,
them.
Nahida said the Akasha relies on the...
And then the
You
festival.
already experienced the sub-zero.
So what about bodily memories to associate? Is there no test entries to trigger association? The festival's happened many times. Let's have a look. I think it's one of the Akasha ones.
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operation. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifest...
Oh, the festival. Must be. Okay, I'm trying with the festival. That's the repeating one. No. The sound? Or the information on it? The information, maybe? No? Sound? Okay, it's a sound. Memories are deleted every day.
If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive the same day again and again.
What do we know? Instead, our memories have been erased. But it's more than that.
Oh, then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories. That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day before. But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting better at using her greatsword. Now everything makes sense.
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong.
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows.
That isn't simple at all!
Yeah.
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new.
It's still odd we haven't had a time
Right.
or mention
She
of that
did help us
voice.
find our latest clue after all. Let's go!
It's definitely some of an academia, I think. And they're conducting some sort of experiment.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and... wait a second! How did you know I got a new greatsword to begin with? I didn't tell anyone about
Took
it.
you a minute.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it.
Let's get straight to the point.
That works.
Suddenly became efficient with your greatsword because we've lived through the same day many times, and our memories of the day
What happened to you
are
guys
being
while I
erased.
was gone? Did you
Sort
get
of.
brainwashed by some cult?
I mean, I guess you could consider the
Just take what we're saying at face
academia as
value.
a cult.
Alright then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this great sword, but my brain just doesn't remember it?
Yes, your memory's being erased every day.
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zeru's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
True. If the sages were behind this, they utilized the entire city's resources as well as the information supplied by the Akasha.
Right. They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything.
That seems far too
It's not
involved.
very likely, but it's also not impossible.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
You have proof? Where?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little longer. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is safe.
Right, so what are we going to go see now?
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
Maybe this could be linked to the reasoning behind why this is all happening in the first place. Though that seems like wishful thinking at this point. Oh. What?
This is it.
Huh?
Oh.
This is a wooden training dummy. What about it?
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then
Well, you
the
won't be able to
sages
match
would
them,
have had to
would you?
reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike. It's just as they say, each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is it really impossible? What if they used some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training.
Oh, time to abandon this theory.
I hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain-exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage.
A game,
See you
you
later.
say?
Well, back to square one. Is our memory deletion theory also wrong? But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime.
Well, but definitely not in the real
Yep,
world.
that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas right now?
Probably more of a dream.
Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately.
Yeah, I mean, we probably can't leave the city.
Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple solution! Many things should become clear if we can confirm the flow of time outside of the city. Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or because we're just too tired?
I mean,
How about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten something about leaving the city.
probably that we can't.
Nahida, we're back!
You're back early today. Did you find something new?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question.
What would happen if we tried to leave?
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
And?
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those plans? What did we say when we got back?
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of us remember anything about leaving town.
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
If you leave town, you don't remember what you did even after getting memories back?
Something here is definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow. Our memories are back!
Again.
About that. Well, where should Paimon begin?
What?
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you.
Wait, what? From
Listen
who?
to it and you'll
What
understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Can't go back, there are countless spaces here. Serious festivals in... Wait, what?
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in.
Oh.
It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's
So we
go.
did do it. But something went horribly, horribly wrong. Or right.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the Academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency.
I see.
My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry, they'll be stolen.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. How completely unsurprising. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else.
They don't trust you?
Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we climb over the walls?
I mean, that
Those guards
works.
can't be everywhere at once. This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's hurry!
Oh, I see. That's why she remembers.
Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind?
We need someone to stay and witness the events.
But what if things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble? Then Paimon won't be able to help you. Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together.
Yeah, leaving together won't help us.
Okay. Paimon will wait for you. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. Just a quick look.
So do we come back? Or not?
And please, be careful.
And then this happens again.
Paimon thought Paimon would never see you again. You just disappeared. Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back. You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look.
Right.
Paimon, calm down. He's here now. I don't think he understood what you were saying.
Paimon doesn't care. Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay. Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day.
Sorry about that. Won't leave you behind.
Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world.
Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday? I
Right.
see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant. No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention.
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this?
Don't even know yesterday existed.
I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside.
Can we leave behind something other than memories?
Something like a message? But how can we send it back?
Birds.
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyarzad for me.
Yep, now we're talking.
That's where my message came from them.
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node.
What's that mean?
Something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Anyway, we can use this now to record a message, right?
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now.
It's just getting like a jailbroken phone.
Let's go
Cool.
then. Let's expose those sages. All right. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. But Paimon still isn't happy about it.
See you tomorrow.
Okay. See you tomorrow, Traveler. That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sabzeruz festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
Previous experiments, maybe?
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru city space when you set foot outside of the walls. But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all had very weird contents.
There's another part here. We only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now! Those spaces are actually...
Okay, I can speak again. That's probably one of the weirdest things I've ever experienced with Windows. It decided to just completely lock up and I was unable to do anything about it. Now I'm waiting for the game launcher to respond, never mind actually loading the game. Okay, wait for this to the array doesn't want to load. Get into a good part as well. Starting it. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't help whenever my computer locks up I can no longer speak whatsoever because OBS just cuts all audio. I'll switch it over when it decides to finally load. Warning, read this before playing. Okay. There we go. And now I have to wait for it to finish that so I can actually tap back in. And we go back. Oh dear. And the things to go wrong, that was definitely a big thing. Now I need to wait so I can do a sync check again. I just really want to find out what's going on, to be fair. So far it's going very well, isn't it? Yeah. It's still gonna take forever to load. Like I was like, so it's about to get revealed. My computer just said no. You do not get to know this. And there we go. Right. That's that. I can go pause the music again. We can get back to finding what's going on.
That covers everything that's happened so far. Now that you
Just
understand what's going on.
go through this a bit. Ignore the spamming of a keyboard in the background. That is definitely not me.
There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru. I've entered another space.
Yep.
Before
This
me
is
are
really
flowing
impossible to skip.
sandstone and howling fish.
Yeah,
All these spaces are
really,
empty
I can't.
except for the occasional ones that contain
This
mute
is...
pup.
Please.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru city space when you set foot outside of the walls. But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable.
There's another part here.
These spaces have
right.
been disappearing. Behind me,
And then
a
this is
lot
like
of spaces
the
just
figure out what's
appeared
going on,
again
but you
from
get.
thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
You know, people say life's a simulation. Well, this one really is.
Why did the message end right there? What did the traveler want to say? What are those spaces?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message?
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final space has also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
Spaces without human presence, the real world. Space where we were yesterday. I'm assuming that's what it is.
My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the Akasha.
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zeru's festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day?
I'm guessing it's the same spaces that were there before, but just starting from the beginning.
Just what are these spaces anyhow?
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Maybe.
Wow,
But something tells this one isn't as simple.
that's an analogy and a half.
Give me some time to organize my thoughts.
Where are you going?
Yeah, where are we going? Organize your thoughts on the familiar bench in the city. I almost thought we were going to the tavern there for a second. I think it's time for the assets to load back in. This guy seems half asleep. Okay. Why this bench? I guess we're just gonna meet up with those two.
Do you want some alone time to think? Alright then, Paimon won't disturb you.
Oh?
The dance of Sub-Zerus is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
You really just sound dead.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away.
I guess something that was the empty space has to do with that version of her, maybe.
Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together. time, we're gonna get to the truth.
Touching the heater. Right, I definitely am invested in this at this point, to be fair. Like, they've really done a great job with this one. What's this new theory?
I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging
Wait,
by the
must have
looks
something
in
to do
your
with
faces,
her
are you ready to
being
take your
in two
Sabzeruz exam
places.
and graduate from the festival?
Graduate? Okay.
Okay. First off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
Okay. Spaces without human presence. It must have something to do with
All the bizarre
them.
spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of human presence.
Dreams without human presence?
Those spaces remind me of... dreams. Like the one I had in the Avidia Forest. Except these have no sign of human presence.
And then people don't dream.
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
So, something to do with those two? Truth behind dreams.
We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
Oh. Okay.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when he was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now.
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this?
The Akasha's operation requires a gnosis. The Akasha is a manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power, compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and grants knowledge. I guess it's
It compiles the wisdom
No?
of the entire...
the granting knowledge
And
bit?
it grants knowledge...
No. The
The
gnosis,
Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to...
which is... Okay. The
It
manifestation
is
of
the
the God of Wisdom's
manifestation
power.
of the God of Wisdom's power.
The gnosis' power... The fact that it compiles... This one?
That doesn't sound
Nope.
right.
The requirement of gnosis. Or the manifestation of the God of Wisdom. That's the tree, not...
That doesn't sound...
Maybe it is that?
Oh,
Okay, it is.
okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest
Oh,
also
those
get
things.
their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams, too. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So, in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick? The real story is that the sages from the Academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Yeah, what use do they get out of them?
By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the Samsara?
The speech.
The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content."
The spaces?
Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But those
But those-
dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared.
But the fatigue.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking.
The appearance and disappearance of dreams and the mental fatigue, maybe? No. It's something to do with the festivals,
We've
repetitive
already
and stuff.
experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival.
The sound.
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha opera.
So this has to do with the festival? Mass production of dreams.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zeru's festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zeru's festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha, and so it continues.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right?
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
Alright, last question. Who am I?
The lesser archon. Illusions lies the moon.
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation.
So you noticed.
Lesser log personality.
I thought that one would be the hardest question.
It's probably the easiest.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny, thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
A lot of questions for you, but it doesn't seem... Yeah, it's definitely not a good time.
Those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now.
Why couldn't you simply tell us the truth?
You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your minds.
I doubt that.
Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own,
you wouldn't believe
your
it?
notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. I couldn't expose you to that kind of risk. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story short, I'm really sorry I had to keep you guessing.
How do the sages manage to keep people from noticing?
Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sub-Zeru's festival, so it would be very difficult for them to find anything that strikes them as surreal. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right? That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the Akasha. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zeru's festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream.
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia Forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up. Is that an example of what you mean?
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the feelings of deja vu. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zeru's festival samsara, while their dreams are stolen from them over and over again.
A side effect is mental
Will
fatigue.
it keep dreaming forever like this? Will it ever end? And if so, when?
You might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Eventually, there's only so much that people can tolerate. Especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyarzad. This relentless exploitation takes an even harder toll on them.
People's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing! We've got to put a stop to this!
Why is the dream about the festival?
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence?
Even you don't know the reason? Wow.
Well, it's not only
Now
your
that's
birthday, it's the death of an arc. Is it the
Academia
anniversary of the
sages
death?
are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no
Because usually
matter
it
the
reminds you
cost.
of the death.
They
Meant to
have
be
to be up
reminds.
to no good. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it. Traveler, do you have any information?
The last thing that guy said. Yeah, the
The Grand
speech.
Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content."
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean
He really doesn't like you.
deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety? No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sub-Zero's festival, Samsara, we have to look into them.
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back? This is ridiculous!
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles again.
That sounded almost really mad.
Oh, we're out
Just the
of time
gritting of
today.
teeth.
I'll tell you how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow. See you then.
When you get more of that weird dream. Or, well, not dream, but life, real life, I guess. No?
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers
Wait,
everything,
where is...
should we instead say good
Oh
morning,
no,
Lesser Lord
don't.
Kusanali? Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
He died.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way! Are we too late?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she? Is she also going to disappear?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
I mean, it's not like anyone would really
Puppets are
notice.
stiff and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler. And you know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still... far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sub-Zero's festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real archon.
Don't be like that, Nahida.
Yeah, it's really not a good thing to
Real
do.
archons are still allowed to be sad.
Wonder how bloody what's her
To
name?
prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Wonder how the Guardian's gonna feel. Can't remember her name at the
How do we
moment.
do that?
They're his.
Although the Sub-Zero's festival dream is under the Akasha's control,
She'll be
only humans
devastated.
can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Oh, I think I know who that is.
Huh? So, how should we find that person?
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness. Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
Imagination? What do you mean by that?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when a server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food.
We can find the host and
Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken.
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has
What if
all
we
been
threw
for
them
the
out of
sake
their
of
own
finding
dream?
the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the Traveler went?
Yes, I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Hurry and
get
go.
Dunyazad
Dreams
back?
are supposed to be fantastical,
Please?
romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this far only for Dunyazad to... She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. But fate was against her. Yeah, saving Dunyazad is what kept us going this whole time.
We'll put it this way.
We
Get
mustn't lose hope, Traveler.
revenge?
Dunyazad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break the samsara for her sake. Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no?
Is that unlikely though? Knowing their plan, they'd probably become aware that they were dreaming, and an unsuspecting host would be less likely to realize the dream. Okay, fair point.
Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control, like Nahida and us. So, who do you think the host of the dream is?
The one with the strange getup?
Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the whole Sub-Zero's festival, right? Pretty core character. Let's go ask him some questions, shall we?
Wait, so it must be someone involved with the event, because the event is the main focus and it is just around. Like, if they weren't aware of it, it wouldn't be in their dream, surely. But then, I mean, I guess this exists. I mean, the detail it does, they must have been around it a lot. Maybe? I don't know how dreams work.
you're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine, just... it's a little hard to explain. Would you mind taking part in a little experiment with us?
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though. What do you need me to do?
Could you... make a wish?
Imagine your wishes coming true before your very eyes.
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival tradition or something?
Less questions, more wishing!
She's really, really pushing.
Okay. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Oh.
That's a bit awkward, isn't
I
it?
noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her.
Could you do a different wish?
I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Oh, is it that obvious? After what I just said, I guess it is. When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zero's festival.
Wait, so if it's someone's dream and they have a Dunyarzad's character is like a filler, surely it wouldn't be him, because he'd imagine her a lot differently to that.
What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years? 100 years? I'll serve her till the end of time. Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but that was pretty embarrassing. Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh, you're...
What?
Faki? Sorry, but only one portion of Yalda candies per person. Back home you go.
What?
Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me. As long as she's happy.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy.
What if it's the body?
It seems like everyone who knows
she's aware it's a dream.
loves her. But none of them has any idea that she...
My lady, step back.
Yeah.
That sounds like Dia!
Yeah, even.
Right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kidnappers.
Huh?
But Dia can handle them. Hey, Traveler!
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it gives us something to do, doesn't it? Go beat up some, people.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take
Dunyarzad and
Hey,
leave.
this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you.
You're wasting your breath.
Fine, alright. Knock yourself out.
Wow.
Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't trust your fighting skills. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup. Suit yourself. You're going down.
I wouldn't bet on that. Actually, no, I would. Wait. No, I bet I knew losing, that's what I meant. Not... oh well. Close enough.
Time for retribution!
Dodge this!
Oh,
I'll be back.
Oh, that must have hurt. Literally a blow right to the head.
Were you just taking your anger out on those guys?
Maybe.
You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, Paimon just remembered something. Remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick something up?
Yet she never did.
She said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival. Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help us more than this needle in a haystack search.
What if it doesn't exist though?
This is the place.
Maybe
It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay. Paimon's gonna take a peek inside.
Very legal. Paimon enters the room and returns a while later carrying something.
This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table.
A journal?
Should we open it?
Diary? I looked at the written note. After almost 16 days, I was finally able to get these notes written before the Sub-Zero Festival. Once the festival ends, you and Paimon will probably continue your journey immediately, so I was hoping that I'd be able to give you this before that. This is a compilation of folk legends concerning Lesser Lord Kusanali, created from a series of interviews that I conducted in succession and wrote down. I interviewed so many people, but I'm afraid that there are very few who know much about her. Still, I hope that this will be of use to you in your search for her. Gandharaville's water supply was once contaminated, forcing everyone to go far out to get water, but one day people suddenly found that the water was drinkable again, and some said that a green light was seen near the water source the previous night. Everyone believes that this was the divine power of Lesser Lord Kusanali at work. This sounds quite possible. The decontamination of water sources via natural means probably takes ages. Did Lesser Lord Kusanali appear in Gandhara Village then? After Mama passed away, I was super afraid of the dark and I couldn't sleep. From that day on, I would hear a voice that would chat with me until I fell asleep. A nice lady told me that Lesser Lord Kusanali must have been watching over me. Poor child. I hope that the Sub-Zero Festival makes him a little happier. They're quite similar. This is quite similar to something I experienced back then as well. She indeed is a gentle god. There was this one time when I'd had a wee bit too much to drink and couldn't find my way home to save my life. Then when I turned a corner, I could have sworn I saw Lesser Lord Kusanali. She was very tall and had the most muscular arms, and she caught me when I slipped and fell. The next morning I found myself sleeping under a tree. I reckon that must have been her looking out for me. I'm not sure this one has much value as a reference. That was maybe just a tree, right? These folk records are penned with Dunyarzad's references and opinions, leave every page densely packed.
Wow, Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away. Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival and had all her health problems to worry about.
Is this her dream?
She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sub-Zero's festival, right? If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known.
How else would this
But
exist
now
in
that
this
we
dream?
know, we can't even thank her.
Something that detailed existing in a dream, I doubt it. And she was looking forward to it and couldn't sleep either.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
I mean, she's at the center of a lot of this stuff.
Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilou's Dance of Sub-Zerus.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come...
Don't believe. Oh, continue with the festival.
What? Where are we going this time?
Finish the dream. The one thing she didn't get to see.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this? Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the academia. I don't want to drag you into this.
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the academia, that's another day gone to waste! Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff?
Puppets.
Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this.
They stopped the dream from
So
ending.
they're just substitutes.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real body
The real
stars
ones
went
went
extinct
extinct.
after her death.
Wait, so it is Nilou's dream?
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. but she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of
Dunyazad
purple.
and Nilou. I guess Dunyazad's.
Ah, that beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Dunyazad, did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, how?
Yeah. What's going on here?
Close your eyes.
Uh-huh?
Imagine that the Grand Sage and his entourage are not here in front of you.
You guys are acting weird. But okay, I'll try.
What is her dream? What?
Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilou's the host! What a surprise! Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore! But in Nilou's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage! It's just like the example Nahida told us.
I'm guessing there's a picture of them somewhere or something like
Food
that.
on a plate, and Nilou assumed there would be
Because neither
real
of them we should have known what they
Padisaras
actually
in
looked
the
like.
flower pots. So when you saw the flowers,
I guess you can guess from the description.
knew it was Nilou? But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilou realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
Maybe.
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sabzeruz festival?
Not quite.
Yes, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh,
Right.
sounds familiar. Dunyazad told us a story like that when we first arrived
And that involved a
in Sumeru
dream?
City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City, and founded the Academia.
And then years later they become evil.
So,
Or
the
just
first
pricks.
sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes, but his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection.
Now
But
that you're
we
aware
really
of
gotta
that.
wake up soon, like the sage in the story.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sabzeruz festival is almost over too.
Do we get to watch the performance?
Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sabzeruz as beautiful as we can. is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the Dance of Sub-Zerus.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time.
Wipe the eyes.
Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep last night? Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zero's festival. The Sub-Zero's festival!
That was...
Have you finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara?
Was not expecting that.
Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal!
I'm gonna see if she's alright. I don't think she is, considering how that was her spirit from the looks of it.
She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What usual spot?
Bench? Oh. This music is really not helping. Very fitting. Wait, she's here.
Well done, Traveler and Paimon.
What?
And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay! Oh, don't scare us like that!
Okay. Are being alive? Oh, they really they want you to cry. And it is working. Oh. Just feel the tears. But on another note, what is going on with Catherine?
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream. And I saw Nilou performing the dance of Sub-Zerus.
That wasn't just a normal dream. That's the end of Act 2. As much as I don't want to, I'm going to have to leave it on a cliffhanger. I'm assuming Catherine's either been borrowed or... because Danger Archon seems more fitting here. So I'm guessing that's what's going on. But... oh my... I was not expecting that act to be so emotional. now that I just, yeah. Really should put a crap on. The third act better not be this emotional. Emotion, yes. Okay, I'm guessing that's actually going to confront Academia. Hopefully. Anyway, until then, we have our final wishes to do for today. We'll do 3, I suppose. That can be afforded. 480, yeah, that can be afforded. Oh dear. Was not expecting that. Okay. Just all the emotions gone. That just took everything out of me. Just pure emotional rollercoaster of whether or not she was alive. Okay, we have a final wish. Do we have another? Oh, we do. We have one more for this month. Or... okay, it is this month. Right. Let's see what we get. Oh. Actually kind of hoping for something. Oh, wow. Gonna go have a rest after that emotional rollercoaster. Jesus. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and see you later. Oh, that was... yeah. Yeah.